Central Italy is recovering from two powerful quakes. They could be found as far south as Rome. Both were in the same region as an earthquake that killed nearly 300 people. That was back in August. Yesterday's quakes measured at 5.4 and 6.1, destroying many buildings and causing widespread power outages. Mayor Marco Rinaldi of Osetta called the events apocalyptic, describing a scene in which people were screaming in the streets without any lights. Seth Doane joins us now via Skype from Rome. Seth, what are the steps that people are putting to sort of try and clear the damage now?
Well, in some cases, it is clearing roads. It is getting into these towns, trying to get heavy equipment there to try to move some of this debris. As daylight broke today, and we were able to see some of what was really only coming to us last night in these darkened images of churches collapsing and rubble. But as daylight came, we got a better picture of just how destroyed some of these towns were and how ancient some of these buildings were. We saw, in some cases, buildings that were 600, 700, 800 years old that were completely demolished. As you mentioned, there were those two twin earthquakes, the second one 8 times stronger, so much stronger than the first, and that may have saved lives. The real headline in this case is that for all of this damage and destruction, there were no deaths from this falling debris, and that may be because that first slightly weaker earthquake worked as a sort of an alarm that got people out onto the streets, out of these structures. And then when that second one hit, it may have actually saved lives. That it was the first one to have people evacuate their homes.
It's just remarkable to hear, Seth, and wonderful to hear that no one lost their life in these earthquakes. But is this area, you talk about how older it is it equipped with resources to start restoring power and to clear these damaged areas?
Power is coming back in some cases. They have also started to clear roads, and mayors have been talking quite a bit on Italian television today. And one of the mayors was saying that he believes that because of previous earthquakes and reconstruction paying more attention to seismic codes, that may have saved lives and saved structures in his small town. I mean, this is a very seismically active region of Italy, up in the mountains, about 100 or so miles from Rome, a vacation destination. That also, just the time of year, may have saved lives too. The earthquake that struck and rattled Amatrice in that region in August and killed nearly 200 people, that struck at a time that was peak tourist time. So you had these towns filled with people. And in this case, the time of year and time of day, the fact that it wasn't in the middle of the night, may have saved lives.
Seth Doane. Seth, thank you so much for your report from Rome. We appreciate it.
Thanks.